a silent voice movie review. Okay, so this is one of the best anime films of all time. Studio Ghibli cannot come close to this masterpiece. This was a very overwhelming, cinematic piece of graphic that shouldn't be taken so lightly. This story revolves around two characters, Soya and Shoko. Soya is a beast. He is the biggest beast of all of anime. Gion can never match up to him. The story of Soya and Shoko is that they knew each other ever since elementary school. And Soya used to be the bully of Shoko. He used to take advantage of her disability, take advantage of the fact that she was deaf, and physically beat her and put his hands on her all the way to a point where she started falling. And then in the end, they fell for each other. This is the greatest movie ever created. No Forrest Gump, no Good Charlotte, no any movie can ever amount to the story. Very practically to the point, Spirited Away sucked, and this had me tearing in every single particle. Soya's mom was, angered by him and Shoya's decisions. The fact that literally she didn't know why he did that cruel thing to that girl at school. And it became a running gag, and he has a friend along the way, Kazuki, who looks like my good friend Robert, who approved of his actions until he did all that stuff with Shoka. And moments of Naoka, every now and then, oh, Naoka is Amy, oh, the beginning. She does not take it easy. This is a story of spoiled brats in boarding school. This couldn't be any greater. This couldn't, be more than I saw that it is. And then later on, literally, when they both became 13 as teenagers, Shoya looked at Shoko literally as 13 in junior high and said, I want to get all up in that ass. He literally was wearing brown, literally buttoned up, tuxedo. Former Japanese wear, literally went up to Shoko and said, hey, how are you doing? As devilishly handsome, as devilishly implied, and devilishly impersonative as it was for Shoya to do such a thing, I have to say that does not make up for what you did to Shoko when she was little. That was so butter freaking tangible, it wasn't even unfunny. And Shoka, nervous as he's ever been, didn't know if she should agree or disagree with Soya, and as young Horjanic junior high kids do, Shoya kept on asking, and eventually they started walking together. Now, what you don't know about this movie is that Shoya has multiple options. He has Naoka, obviously, and he also has Miyoyo Sahara. I obviously think it's hotter right away. As incredibly soft, this being has a heavy, meaning. It turns down, later on in the movie that Shoka has a younger sister that actually speaks for her sometimes. Kazuku will support him all throughout the movie, most in elementary. When he got home to Miyako, his mother, literally, Shoya was a man. He was a leader. He would have, Shoka's sister literally speak for her where it came to the situation, where it came to their relationship. And they had no idea, when Shoya and Shoko were walking around the entire time in school if they're actually dating or not. And it took a long time in the movie, to actually kick in. But, Naoka would make her move. And Miki Kawai also went really hard too. Shoya literally, as being the school jock that he is with the red sleeves, look at his boy Kazuki, kept on pimping Shoko throughout the movie. So at moments, Shoko literally gets nervous. Sometimes she gets acceptance. She wavered, and she literally wavered how she felt about walking with Shoya alone. And then later on in the movie, as Soya is being hand in hand with Shoka's younger sister, Yuzuru, he has a wonderful companion that always greets him and invites him to fast food, Tomohiro, who looks like Banana from My Hero Academia. Yes, this is his best supporter throughout the entire movie, including extra from Miyako. This movie is a top-notch 10 out of 10. There are times literally where Shoka falls by the bridge where they always hang out. He falls into the waterfall bridge, and Shoya at times does not know what to do literally near the bridge. And at various times they both go in. Cool. And the gossip continues on both sides, including the side of Miki Kawai. As they gradually move along, Shoya and Tomohiro goes to the same fast food restaurant over and over and over again. They get greeted by Shoka, Lily, and her little sister while they're speaking heavy sign language. There is sign language all throughout the movies, and Shoya and Shoko both know sign language. The flirtations on the outside for all three other female candidates are always, up there and pretty nice. Nothing is on Tomohiro's relationship with Shoya. So as Soya, the unbelievable douchebag that he is, literally walking around, not sure if they're going out yet, gets a hint that it's going down south. This was the best anime movie I've seen all year, and there have been many. I mean, so it really gets complicated down the line because Yuzuru is speaking up Bishoka when it comes to their family progressing, and Shoya is still holding and maintaining, but there are times lately where he gets picked on, and kicked out of school because of this severe principle of what he did to Shoko when he was younger. So as Naoko gets jealous, missing happens, come to what is a time period where a new character is introduced throughout a big block of time and length called Toshi, and Toshi has red hair. Toshi is trying to say the 411 up to Shoya, but Shoya already knows, the rundown and get down because he has been, maintaining ever since that he's been with Shoko for an entire year. And then Shoka, not knowing what to do with herself, literally with conflictions, eventually jumps out the window, and Shoya saves her. The gorilla that was handling her ever since they were kids became her new superhero. And many people were concerned about Shoya in the hospital, especially Tomohiro. When they got out of the hospital, Lily, and where it came to introduce herself to Shoka, Lily, her true colors, Nayoka, Lily, started being Shoko in front of her mother because of how she couldn't manipulate Shoya, or how Shoya wasn't showing her affection. Saying, we don't care, scums like this come to our school. I don't care if she's deaf. I'm kicking her around the playground. As cruel as adolescents get, Nayoka was the complete worst in the movie, where characters like Miki and at least Miyoko were more secretive of their intentions. Toshi, who's also a part of the game, said that it's gonna be, whatever, forget it. And then the whole entire cast goes to the fair. It's beautiful and top notch, and as wonderful as it is, Tomohiro said what's up to Shoya and is like, hey, you wanna get some grub? And then it ends. At the end, at the bridge, with Yuzuru, her little sister, after summertime, it goes, Shoya is the champion.